here's the muscle. Sometimes there'll be a little beard that sticks out, okay? A much fuller beard than I can grow even. And that beard comes from a combination of rope and a bit of a cilia that the muscle shoots out. So imagine a raft, a floating raft, with a bunch of ropes hanging off it. The ropes are all underwater. The mussel farmers cover the ropes in mussel spat, baby mussels. Then the mussels grow attached to those ropes that hang from the raft. And you see, I don't know if you can see, but this mussel's now opened up just a little bit. When I pulled him from that bag, he was completely closed. No, I'm sorry, she was completely closed. But that's how I know it's alive. So if I were to go to the store, and I do this always, I take the mussels, I put them right to my face, and I smell them. They smell clean like the ocean. The mussels are good to go. I check the tag for the date. If the mussels are closed, that's a good sign. If they're wide open, that's a bad sign. If they're open like that, just a little bit, I squeeze them. And if there's any, oh, see that?
No.
It stayed closed. Well, it might be hard for you to see, but it was open just a little bit, and I squeezed it, and now it stayed closed. So these mussels attach themselves, and they just sit there like this all day long, and they filter. And then they get nice and plump. The farmer comes with a mesh sock underneath that long rope, and he pulls the sock up, pulls the rope out, the mussels fall off the rope, into the bag, into my buddy's Volkswagen, and right here to Westhampton. The mussels are in. We're going to steam it.
Do you have to clean that beard off?
Yes, you just pull the beard off.
So
Not every mussel is going to have a big beard. So you just yank it off, and you'll see that the muscle will tense up. That's a good sign. It means you know that the muscle is alive. Whoa. Just gonna give this a stir. A little bit of steam under there. I got my arm pretty good. I'm glad you found it funny. That's nice. That's nice. So, get a potato. Get kind of a bigger potato there, and sample the potato at a real low heat here. And you want it to be al dente. I believe that is Italian for to the tooth, correct? Correct? So that it's not mush. You don't want to be eating mashed potatoes.
These happen to be perfectly cooked, if I do say so myself.
You can't have mussels without some bread. I do apologize. I was running all over town today. And I did not get to my favorite bakery, La Marjolaine Bakery. It's in Woodside, Queens, under the 7 train. It smells, it's just incredible. It's been there since I can remember. I couldn't get there, so I had to pick up some bread at King Cullen. I'm not knocking King Cullen, but you know, there's nothing better than some real deal bakery bread, you know? In an ideal world, there'd still be a lot of bakeries and butcher shops and fish stores and cobblers. You know, that my neighborhood has 2 cobblers. I'm proud of that. I've had the same pair of shoes since 1981. I grew out of them many years ago, but he just keeps adding on. I became very familiar with the cobbler, of course, because as I said, I was the number 6. So I really didn't get a new pair of shoes until I think I bought this. I turned it off. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. I just really wanted very low. Really low. Yeah, that's fine. The potatoes are cooked. The potatoes are cooked. That's why I don't want to cook them much more, because then we'll get, as I said, that we're going to release a little bit of heat. We'll get that mushy potato. Where was I? Oh, I was in the middle of a great story about the cobbler. Yeah.
Curiosity. What kind of knife sharpener do you use?
Knife sharpener? I really should be using a serrated knife on this thread, but you can buy at the store. It's a guarded little thing. It's got a plastic piece that goes over your hand, and then these 2 little stones which crisscross, and you run your knife right through it. That works fine. I've always found that the stone, or you know that
Steel.
the steel. I've always found that it looks good in cartoons when the guy's about to cook a rabbit, but I don't find it that effective. Now, I'm going to ask you folks something. I'm going to be monitoring the situation. If you'd like to take a piece of bread, when you get your mussels, you must use the tongue. If you don't use the tongue, you'll have to forfeit your mussels and the chowder. You've been warned. It's all in the release. So I have some bowls here. I have a feeling these mussels are very close. So what I'm going to do is, did I forget anything? I didn't forget the basil. In case you're wondering, where's the basil? I've already chopped it. But when you're going to do the basil, get your leaves like that, put them together, and then you just roll them up, and it's called a chiffonade. And then you'll have beautiful pieces of slices of basil. Very difficult to do with a glove on. But I play by the rules. And then you have these lovely, lovely pieces of basil. You don't want to run the knife through the basil too much because it'll turn it black and it doesn't look so pretty. Oh, wow. I would say that the mussels on the small scale will only take, if you were to cook about 2 pounds of mussels in a pot, it would take you at a rolling boil about 3-4 minutes for the mussels to open up. So I open up this pot, I look at it, all the mussels are open. They're not clinging to both sides, they're clinging to one side. It's a sure sign that the mussel is done. Tasty. Now let's check out this one. Still not fully there, but I had considerably more mussels in this one. I'm going to set that up there to full steam ahead, Johnny. And this is done. Woo!
I'm starving.
So, the last thing I'm going to do is the basil. I put the basil in now. And I'll save this basil for later. I put the basil in right at the end so they can preserve the beautiful color and aroma of the basil. Smash up some of this too. Looks beautiful. Tastes good. Oh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up some bowls with mussels. You would like some mussels in an orderly fashion. Perhaps left to right, stage right to stage left. However you want to do it, it'll be up to you. But remember what you've been told, and you'll be monitored.
Got the camera.
Got the camera right here?
Yeah, you will be on camera. So I'm just going to set these up and try to get a little broth in there. Okay, and however you want to do it, come on up. There are forks over there. Please take a fork right over there. Would you?